This is a story about the three little wolves and the big bad pig. Once upon a time, there were three cuddly little wolves with soft fur and fluffy tails who lived with their mother. The first one was black, the second was gray, and the third was white. One day, the mother called the three little wolves around her and said, "My children, it is time for you to go out into the world. Go and build a house for yourselves, but beware of the big bad pig." "Don't worry, Mother, we will catch out for him," said the three little wolves, and they set off. Soon they met a kangaroo who was pushing a wheelbarrow full of red and yellow bricks. "Please, will you give us some of your bricks?" asked the three little wolves. "Certainly," said the kangaroo, and she gave them lots of red and yellow bricks. So the three little wolves built themselves a house of bricks. The very next day, the big bad pig came prowling down the road and saw the house of bricks that the little wolves had built. The three little wolves were playing concrete in the garden when they saw the big bad pig coming. They ran inside the house and locked the door. The pig knocked on the door and grunted, little wolves, let me come in." "No, no, no," said the three little wolves. "By the hair of our chinny chins, we will not let you in." "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down," said the pig. So he huffed and he puffed and he puffed and he huffed, but the house didn't fall down. But the pig wasn't called Big Bad Pig for nothing. He went and fetched his hammer and he knocked the house down. The three little wolves just only managed to escape before the bricks crumbled, and they were very frightened indeed. "We shall have to build a stronger house," they said. Just then they saw a beaver who was mixing concrete in a concrete mixer. "Please, will you give us some of your concrete?" asked the three little wolves. "Certainly," said the beaver, and he gave them buckets and buckets full of messy, slurry concrete. So the three little wolves built themselves a house of concrete. No sooner had they finished than the big bad pig came prowling down the road and saw the house of concrete that the little wolves had built. They were playing battle in the shutluck in the garden, and when they saw the big bad pig coming, they ran inside the house and shut the door. The pig rang the bell and said, "Little frightened wolves, let me come in." "No, no, no," said the three little wolves. "By the hair of our chinny chins, we will not let you in." "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down," said the pig. So he huffed and he puffed and he puffed and he huffed, but the house didn't fall down. But the pig wasn't called Big Bad Pig for nothing. He went and fetched his hammer, drill, and smashed the house down. The three little wolves managed to escape, but their chins were shaking and shaking and shaking. We shall build an even stronger house, they said, because they were very, very determined. Just then they saw a truck coming along the road carrying barbed wire, iron bars, armor plates, and heavy metal padlocks. Please will you give us some of your barbed wire and few iron bars and armor plates and some heavy metal padlocks, they said to the rhinoceros, who was driving the truck. Sure, said the rhinoceros. He gave them plenty of barbed wire, iron balls, armor plates, and he also gave them some chains because he was generous and kind-hearted rhinoceros. So the three little wolves built themselves an extremely strong house. It was the strongest, securest one they could possibly imagine. They felt absolutely safe. The next day, the big bad pig came prowling along the road as usual. The three little wolves were playing hopscotch in the garden. When they saw the big bad pig coming, they ran inside their house, padlocked the door, and locked all 37 padlocks. The pig dialed the video entrance phone and said, "Little frightened wolves with the trembling chins, let me come in." "No, no, no," said the three little wolves. "By the hair of our chins, we will not let you in. Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house down," said the pig. So he huffed, and he puffed, and he puffed, and he huffed, but the house didn't fall down. But the pig wasn't called the big bad pig for nothing. He brought some department, laid it against the house, lit the fuse, and the house blew up. The three little wolves just managed to escape with their fluffy tails all scratched. "Something must be wrong with our building's materials," they said. "We have to try something different." But what? At that moment they saw a flamingo coming along, pushing a wheelbarrow full of flowers. "Please, will you give us some of your flowers?" asked the three little wolves. "With pleasure," said the flamingo, and he gave them lots of flowers. So the three little wolves built themselves a house of flowers.